Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to Fate Strange Fake, episode 4? 5. Episode 5. So, let's do some story time first, shall we? So, last time I was reading about King Richard and how he died. But something I didn't read was that the reason as to why Basile wounded Richard with the arrow, and then the arrow ended up killing him, is because he sought vengeance against the king for killing his father and his two brothers. And yeah, King Richard ordered for Basile to suffer no punishment. And in fact, that he be paid 100 shillings. Not sure what the, that currency would be, but I'm guessing quite a bit. So it seems like King Richard really recognized that what he did to Basile was wrong, and he was like, okay, you're in your whole right to have tried to kill me. Although apparently mercenary soldier Mercader disregarded Richard's orders after his death, and Basile was flayed alive and hanged. So yeah, considering the Richard here can talk to Basile for as long as he wants, I wonder if he knows that Basile was indeed executed for what he did, even though Richard didn't want to. As for Alcides, so that's the name that his human parents gave him, and makes total sense that he's very proud of it, and that's the name that he clings to, because he hates gods, and, makes sense. After all, his father, biological father, is Zeus, and as we all know, he's the prolific sex offender of the Greek gods, and just that alone, I would be like, yeah, that's enough for Alcides to hate gods. But not only that, Hera just did everything she could to make his life a living hell. And yeah, that was just super unfair. Like, she shouldn't be mad at Alcides. She should be mad at Zeus, she treated it as adultery, but it's not like Alcides' mom gave consent, so fucked up all around. But yeah, it wasn't just gods making his life difficult. It was actually, it seems like to me, human king, Eurystheus, the one that gave him the 12 labors. So I'm like, okay, well, if he was a human, I don't know, but I think I would hate humans and gods all the same. But it was Hera, apparently, who made him go mad and he killed his children and his wife Megara. So, you know, he ended up doing the labors because of that, but still, I'm guessing he wanted to become a full god so he could go and kill Hera. I think, I didn't uh, read all of it in with full attention, but that's what it seems like to me. So, in regards to what happened this last episode, though, is relevant because of the ninth labor. Hippolyta was an Amazon queen, and she had a belt given to her by her father, Ares. Heracles had to retrieve the belt and return it to Eurystheus. He and his band of companions received a rough welcome because, ordered by Hera, the Amazons were supposed to attack them. However, against all odds, Heracles completed the task and secured the belt for Eurystheus. So yeah, he killed her for the belt and he completed that labor. So it all, now having that proper background context, I feel like I understand Hippolyta a little bit more, though I still feel, I feel more sympathy for Alcides, though, Hippolyta definitely got caught up in his quest for vengeance. So yeah, that sucks for her. Also, if you hear a rooster, no you don't, that's your imagination. Anyway, the animation for the fight though was so good. That little bit, I think it's around like 12 minutes and 40 seconds, where you see Alcides running. It reminds me a lot of that one sequence from Heaven's Fields movie 3, where you see Ryder doing a similar thing in her fight against Saber. So I wonder if it was a nod to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna refer to the second archer as Alcides, and that's how he wants to be called. So even though the three characters here, or servants, use both, well, Gilgamesh doesn't use a bow and arrow, but he's definitely the archer class. And we got confirmed that Alcides is archer class as well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that Hippolyta is brighter because of her horse. It seems like the horse might be one of her noble phantasms. Also, a cool parallel, even if neither character would remember. But, during Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Gilgamesh kills Heracles, protecting Ilia. And now, another version of that servant is attacking Gilgamesh while he protects a young girl. Now, obviously, they're very different. I don't think Gilgamesh would go the lengths that Heracles did to protect Ilya, especially since Heracles has a, or at least that version of him had a soft spot for kids. And because, well, that's how he went and started the 12 labors, because of the death of his children. So he probably saw Ilya as a, not a replacement, but someone that he could care for, since he wasn't able to do that for his own children. Whereas Alcides is just, caring is not something that he can do right now. And he's just focused on revenge. Which I like that we're exploring this part of him. So yeah, the war being fake because of they cultured a piece of the Holy Grail from Fuyuki on this land, but in the end, it's nothing more than a fake, and that's why they resolved to summon more servants, because the connection to the Leyland was too weak. It's still horrible, but I'm like, yeah, I get it now. And yeah, definitely more reason to be like, Tine, kill all these mages. I like the scene with Richard and Ayaka, when she was like, okay, so you still remember that the war is going on, since you seem so carefree just playing the guitar. So were you faking it? And he was like, no, I loved it. It's incredible what, how music has evolved since I was alive. And I really like how wide-eyed and optimistic he is for the positive things that he can see, even in this modern world. Yeah, kind of reminds me a little bit of the way that Iskandar acted in Fate Zero, when he bought his video game and he was like, yes, let's conquer this lands this way as well. And yeah, I don't think he meant it, like, he couldn't possibly know. But when he said like, yeah, I would just, if I won the Grail, I would just give it to, or I donate it to King's Arthur grave. And he's like, I feel like Artoria would see it as a great insult. And she'd definitely, like, well, maybe not definitely, but I feel like she'd butt heads with him a little bit over, like, being here and not having a wish for the Grail. But she'd definitely respect him over the way that he interacts with Ayaka. I also like that Ayaka said, you should wait and tell a much better master your true name. And he said, you're right. And he discloses it here, which means that he sees Ayaka as a great master already, which is sweet. And I did notice that he only told us about one of his noble phantasms, which is, talking and being able to use magecraft from Basile, but we don't know the second one, so I'm gonna be alert for that. Okay, let's start the new episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we're getting a new ending. I know that. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. Hansa. Right? Yeah. Oh, this is so good. Wait, that kind of sounds like the illusion servant from last episode. Oh, oh, never mind. I thought that was gonna be Hansa's. Oh, never mind, never mind. That was Hansa's backstory, I'm pretty sure. Unless? I'm a little confused. Okay. Never mind, yeah. That was not Hansa. That looks exactly like him, though. Like 3 or 4 times I was like, wait, that's Hansa as a kid. Oh no, it's not. Wait, it is? No, it's not. Okay, it's not. But they gotta be related. They look way too much alike. Cover. Just a copycat. It's a copycat. Wait, I'm confusing Hansa's name with Valdeus. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. But I mean, it really did look like the kid could have been part of the church. I see. So I'm guessing we're getting 7 servants and masters after the ones we already got. Shadows. I don't know. What? That's a class I've never seen. Oh, this guy's in the opening. Interesting eyes. Eh? Huh? What? What are you... So we have Alcides and Heracles in the same war. Interesting command spell. A little vague. Huh. Already using the second command spell. Oh, the third one already? But if he uses the third, then... he doesn't have any more way to control him. And... there's nothing really binding them. Other than... the mana. Whoa. Accept the nature of humans? That was the third one, right? Whoa. Oh, I'm dumb. This is Alcides from last episode. But the command spells. Gotcha. Oh, right. Okay. The timeline, it's messing with me. And now we're after last episode. Oh. Only that? Oh. I mean, she can just jump to another body, right? She is sure. That Gotcha. I really like this OST. It's basically her theme. That's cool. Yeah, I figured this was her servant from the voice. The illusion from last episode. They're very compatible, huh, in personality? His eyes looks... Wait. Me. What if this is... Wait, this is... just Francesca but in a... past body? That's cool. Visuals. What's the deal with her servant? Is her servant the one that's doing that to the animals? Flat? Oh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Hmm. Oh, assassin! Assassin! What? Her hair? What is she doing there? Oh, clutch. Oh, same song, but new visuals? Oh, a lot is being thrown at me. Got in the eye. It's still very silly in tone. No, oh shit. All right. Yeah, the structure of this episode really threw me for a loop. Sorry if I felt like I wasn't being as you know, catching things as quickly as I usually do. But like, so we started like 20 hours before the canyon battle. Not counting, like the first minute of the episode. So obviously the canyon battle is Gilgamesh versus Enkidu. And then they don't make it clear when the after is. But it's gotta be Huh. Okay, so we get 3 hours after the canyon battle with Alcides and his master. But that still wouldn't put us after last episode. Even though we see a glimpse of the fight from it. So that confuses me, because that's obviously like at least a few days after. At least, I don't know, 2? So yeah, I definitely the talk between Faldeus and Francesca, their tomb meeting, that must be after last episode's events, for sure. But yeah, the way that, you know, the timeline of this episode, it was definitely confusing for me. But yeah, the beginning misunderstanding in regards to like, oh my god, this kid, is he Hansa? And then being like, oh wait, no, he's Faldeus. Oh wait, he's not? That was just me trying to reach for a conclusion before we were giving more info to actually do that. So that's on me for sure. Yeah, this new character, he says, I'm not somebody. So I don't think we're given a name. So I'm just gonna call him Future Lancer for now. But yeah, okay, so the first thing we see, he has a breathing apparatus on him, and we hear, "You dear, listen closely. What you need to eradicate are the ones who are trying to plunder from us." And we see, the uniform and the dog tag that he has now. And we see him around with another, or rather with a bunch of children too. So I guess, they all are able to use Magecraft, but we don't see him use Magecraft in the episode, so like the way that they're talking makes me think of like, oh, they're being used as child soldiers by the mages who took away Tina's land, which could still be true. Yeah. You dear, that's what you shall fight. And is, we see that we see a kid get shot, and then from Future Lancer's perspective, he's about to shoot him, so it's like, the mentality of you get rid of anyone who's not useful to win this crusade we're on. And the reason he's given, like, for motivation, is so that you can take your mother back someday. But we later learn that she's already dead. And I guess, I don't... no, never mind. I was gonna say it could be someone who fought in a previous Grail War, but no, that can't be. Huh. He is called a filthy spellcaster by someone he kills. So that gives the impression that he uses magecraft. But yeah, we don't see it. And then we have... Oh, okay. I was thinking like, if this is a servant, but this is a flashback, then how was he able to speak to them? But now that we know that this is Francesca's in a previous body, then this is just, yeah, this tracks. So now that we know that Francesca has been in, you know, what you'd call a male body, I'm gonna say that Francesca is gender fluid. But yeah, he kinda like teases, if that's, I don't know if that's the right word, but let's say provoke a future Lancer to shoot him. If you still want to keep leaving, come with me. And that's how future Lancer gets roped into the Holy Grail War business. But he doesn't show any reaction to being told that his mother is already dead. So the motivation he had within him is just, you know, pointless now. But okay, I'm interested what his character arc will be. Oh boy. I'm definitely gonna have to make a list. And like, again, like what are the servants and what are the masters, since we just keep adding more and more. Although future Lancer has a servant class called Watcher, so I don't even know if I should technically count him, but I will. Also, apparently in the present, future Lancer is not a kid, he just looks like a kid. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he's just aimless and he doesn't really have any wish for the Grail. Yeah, I don't have a god to believe in or a homeland to return to. All I desire are meals and good sleep each day. That's it. He's here to Or maybe even find out if he actually has a true wish other than just live a normal life. But yeah, I feel like once I rewatch the episode, his character will I feel like I'll get a better feel of him because he definitely seems like my the type of character I'd get invested in. But yeah, just like I said, the episode structure kind of threw me for a loop. And yeah, Alcides wasn't actually summoned as we got introduced to him in episode 4. He got introduced, or rather, he got summoned as Heracles. And specifically, it seemed like a version of him that, well, no, right? Because servants cannot be, their presence cannot be recorded in the throne of heroes until after they're dead. Artoria being the one exception. So I was gonna say, like, oh, this could be a Heracles where he was still in the middle of the labors. But no. The reason he's so sane is because he was summoned as an archer, not as a berserker. And he would have been in full use of his morals and ideals. You know, like Hippolyte said, he wouldn't have gone and attacked a young kid if it wasn't for the way that he was changed and made to throw away all of what made him a hero, forced through command spells. So, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Because, like I said, from the little I know, I was like, okay, I think this makes sense. If he's just completely consumed by revenge and hatred, then this is how he acts. But no, there was quite a bit that he had to be changed from the way he was summoned to be like this. Otherwise, he would have been more honorable and less willing to do anything to win this. And the method that his master is using for gather or garner magical energy, I think in Limited Blade Works, the first master of Caster there was using a similar method, but I could be misremembering. But yeah, you cannot get more egotistical than summoning yourself as your own servant. That's so funny. The closest thing we've seen is like, Shiro and future Shiro, Archer and Miya, and Fate Stay Night. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the kid, the Kuruoka Tsubaki, and her servant. But it cannot be good. I really like the little moment of Jack praising Waver's prowess as a mage. I wish he could hear it, even if, he wouldn't outwardly show that he liked hearing it. The fog is getting thicker, but I don't know exactly what that means. And only Flat seems to sense it. And we ended up with, for some reason, Ayaka and Richard are where future Lancer is staying, and he was attacked by Assassin because he's a master of the war. Even though Jester with a command spell sent her away to, as far away as she could go from the snowfield city, and she's already back, so it is what it is. Yeah, I like the visuals for the new ending. They're so cute and fun. Definitely gonna. There's a lot in regards to like the little character interactions that are going in it. But it's definitely more, let's say, there's more going on with it than what the first one had, where it was just everyone happily holding hands, except for Assassin and Jester. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you think that I still am not understanding something correctly, do please let me know. I want to be on top of things. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.